Hello, this is Sonia from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Just getting ready for our next memory verse. We are going through Psalm 91 verse 1 to 4. So we are in week 3 or the third memory verse, and it is for He who deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. So obviously it follows up on our previous verse, which is, I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. So why do we trust in God? For He will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. That's a beautiful verse. We know it's an overarching promise that we are in God's protection, that our times is in His hand. It doesn't mean He's going to deliver us from every pestilence, from every snare of the fowler. He's got a bigger picture. He's got an overarching timeline and purpose for us, but ultimately we are protected from the deadly pestilence, which is sin, because we are covered by His blood. Nothing can happen to us by the snare of our enemy, which is not coming through the filters of a loving God and an overarching purpose of our life. So this is what we hold onto. So yeah, with enough said about that. So we are going to put this behind the daily verse. So we're going to concentrate on that for the next 7 days. Then we can take our old daily verse and we're going to put it behind even. So we're going to memorize that now in the even days of the week, the second, fourth, and so forth. Our old even verse, we're going to move into our odd section. So we can memorize that in the odd days, the third, fifth, and so forth. And our old odd day, we're going to move into our weekly section. Last week we did Saturday, so now we're going to put it behind Sunday, so we can move it behind Sunday, and our old Sunday verse, which we actually done in January. So we've actually going over this verse now for many months. So we eventually going to move into the monthly section, and eventually we're going to get to it once a month. Yet again, you can put it in any section. I'm just going to look for a section which I have fewer verses, but as I said, my section is just quite full. I see actually here above by the 15th, I've just got 2 verses. So I'm going to put it in there. So at the 15th, which is actually coming up soon, I'm actually going to memorize that verse again or go over it. So yeah, and then on tomorrow on Monday, I'm going to get my book open and I'm going to write down there Psalm 91 verse 3, and I'm going to practice it as I've done the previous weeks also. So yeah, happy practicing. May it be a blessing to you. Yeah, and have a great Mother's Day if you celebrate Mother's Day in the world. I know people in the UK, I don't know about Europe, they don't celebrate Mother's Day today. But if you do, have a very blessed day. Don't have children, you can still have spiritual children, and you've got a sphere of influence in your life. It really matters more than you think. Yeah, God bless. Bye-bye.